Hello, happy Monday, happy Labor Day.
Look who's working on Labor Day.
We hope you're not laboring on Labor Day. We are, but hey that's okay. Somebody's got to do it. We are talking about the airport. It is crazy. Roads and airports really nationwide packed today as millions heading home from the long holiday weekend. TSA officials expected a record 12 million people to fly over the long weekend, and Charlotte Douglas was among the busiest in the country. And that's where we find, of course, our resident airport reporter,
who's always there.
Richard Devane. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Sarah. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Happy Monday to you folks. And if you're fortunate enough not to be working today and maybe decided to take a flight, this is what you'll be looking at today at Charlotte Douglas. Things looking pretty good here at the airport. We've seen some lines at times, but for the most part, things are doing okay. We're seeing a lot of air travelers make their way here. There have been some problems for some of them, but for the most part, things are looking better this morning. We do expect these crowds to grow as the day gets longer because a lot of folks are probably spending that last day off this Monday, enjoying themselves, probably trying to take to later flights. But as you can see, as Ruben shoots up and down the terminal, you can see that it's not as busy. This is like an average Monday, but that wasn't the case this weekend because there were dozens of cancellations and hundreds of delays throughout the country. A lot of airports having cancellations because of weather. That weather in different weather systems around the country did cause those cancellations as well as those delays. And of course, the ripple effect was felt right here in Charlotte Douglas, where more than 300,000 folks were expected to connect through, start, or end their travels right here at this particular airport, which is a major hub for, of course, American, but has all the other airlines here as well. So a lot of folks said, we spoke to a number of people this morning, said they had a smooth going and coming to their destinations over this Labor Day weekend, but there were others, unfortunately, who had a tough time. We spoke to one couple who were coming back from their honeymoon. They just got married, then they had their honeymoon, and it was on their way back from their honeymoon to their final destination that they wound up in Charlotte, and it was not a joyous occasion. Take a listen.
Yeah, it's been horrible. It's been super crazy, hectic. Lines have been forever long. We had to book a hotel last minute and not much help at all.
Yeah, they said they didn't get a lot of information from the airline, which really made it bad. But we know they're going to have a phenomenal marriage and have a long marriage, lots of kids and all that other great stuff is expected of them for the future. But if you are making your way to the airports, especially this afternoon and possibly tomorrow morning, expect larger crowds. So the most important thing you should do is definitely check ahead with your airline just to make sure everything is okay, because your connection might take you through a spot that's had bad weather or some other type of situation. So you might want to check on that as well. As for the roads, AAA says they expected some 9% increase over last year. Gas prices are down from a year ago, so a lot of people taking to the roads as well. And of course, we know Sarah knows the best times that someone should take to the roads, just like the best times to go to the airport. So that's the story right here at Charlotte Douglas, guys. We'll send it back to you, and happy Labor Day.
I know. Hey, at least they didn't have issues traveling to their honeymoon, only coming back, you know.
Exactly, you know.
Richard, thank you. Yeah, Destiny's going to have everything you need if you are headed out on the roads in just a few minutes. But if you are heading out in just a few hours, thousands of people will gather for Charlotte's 23rd Labor Day parade. Organizers say the annual event honors the hardships and accomplishments of American labor. Labor unions, worker organizations, bands, and other organizations will march through Uptown. That is going to take place at 11 a.m. But if you're wondering, Labor Day is a lot more than just a day off work for those who have it.
Take a look at that forecast in a moment.
There's a rich history behind why we celebrate.
Yes, of course.
Labor Day is about a lot more than just a day off work. There's a rich history behind why we celebrate. Let's connect the dots. In the late 1800s, the average person worked 12-hour days, 7 days a week just to make ends meet. Sometimes kids as young as 5 would work in factories and mines. The working conditions were extremely unsafe. Labor unions formed, and they organized strikes and called on employers to give them better hours and pay. On September 5th, 1882, 10,000 workers took unpaid time off to march in New York City. It's considered the first Labor Day parade in U.S. history. Eventually, Congress followed suit. They passed an act making Labor Day a holiday. President Grover Cleveland officially signed it into law in June of 1894. And that's connecting the dots.
You just had a really fun fact that I didn't know.
I did. The reason why you don't wear white after Labor Day is because the summer is when a lot of people wear white because, you know, you're not working, you're not getting it dirty. And then once you return to work after Labor Day, you don't wear white anymore so that your clothes, your white clothes don't get dirty.
But they got rid of that rule, though, now, right? You can, there's like winter white. You can wear white whenever.
White shirt on here.
Right?
That's great trivia right there. Let's talk about the forecast for the Labor Day parade. Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina, 11 a.m., about 77 degrees. Should be dry, near 80 around noon. And the low 80s as we head towards that 1 to 2 p.m. time frame. There's a very slight chance of a shower around 2 o'clock this afternoon. The other issue could be some traffic situations out there. How's it look, Destiny?
Well, it's looking really good right now. So this camera is showing traffic on I-77 southbound. It froze just sort of. Oh, there we go. That car's again.
There's a few people on the road.
Yeah, but this may not be what it's like all day because, of course, that traffic is going to ramp up. It's actually before 10 a.m. So these early morning hours today, that's the best time to travel back home from your Labor Day destinations. Between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. is the worst time today just because, you know, people are going to enjoy the day, and then later on the afternoon and evening going to start heading back into town. And it's actually on Tuesday, tomorrow, that also early in the morning is going to be busy. So it's kind of the reverse. More people that are going to travel early in the morning, and then later on is the best time to travel.
So on our way into work tomorrow morning, we got to watch out. Be so much traffic out there, right?
Yeah. So after 1 p.m. tomorrow, if you're able to travel, that's going to be the best time to go.
All right. Joy Mott chiming in. I'm staying home, she says. And some people are, too.
You should.
A lot of people are.
If you could, stay home.
That's right. All right. Thanks for joining us. Be safe out there if you are traveling today, and we hope you join us right back here tomorrow morning.
See you then.